Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So NC State's offense comes on the field first today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. And Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good...
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome. These
are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking for some space. It's Johnson. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
3rd down after that running play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
Ball handed off. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll hand it off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
They'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Bulldogs come to the line with 1st and goal. Motion now from the tight end. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Georgia. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They can't slow him down. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. A quick spin move. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. He hands it off from the gun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one moves the ball across the 40.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And there's the handoff. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Dawgs looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And the Bulldogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Dawgs. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and he'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Another great play by this receiver, and I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Play action here on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Important second down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Fighting off the defender. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
NC State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. They look to throw it here on second down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The drive stays alive with that first down completion.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's complete downfield. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him?
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped, but a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of.
NC State will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And here's a carry for the fullback. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy.
Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Second down after that previous play. Receiver in motion now. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
There's the handoff. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And the single back takes the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. NC State. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's White. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also... working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The Dawgs looking to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the wideout goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. To prevent the first down. Now comes the field goal unit. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a 1-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Wideouts now clustered. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down and goal.
29 Philly. 2
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. The big fullback's got it here. Touchdown, Dawgs. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, you go to old reliable here, the fullback who doesn't get his hands on the ball very often. 3rd down and goal, a great time to surprise the defense. He powers his way into that end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Snags a quick throw. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A new set of downs after that completion.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking to chuck it again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Looking for 6. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. And he's sacked, but a penalty flag is down. This will be very costly for the defense if it's against them. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Dawgs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. And it's incomplete in the very back of the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the defense adds 6 to the interception return.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The pass rush closing in. Oh, and he'll take a sack on the final play of the game, but they walk out with the W. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the